Attempt number 2.
All right.
We are live at the Cast at Glocker
Right.
every Wednesday at 6. There's this graphic up on the screen. People should see that. The Cast at Glocker. Do you see that? Are you logged in yet?
It's not. It didn't. No notification came up.
No
yet.
notification came up yet.
Not for me yet.
Okay.
Nope. Here it is. Yes, I see it. I see it, Matt.
See.
We are live.
We're live.
Okay.
The Cast at Glocker.
All right.
I see one person.
This is, or that might be me. This is our first show of the Cast at Glocker since November.
Yeah. So this
we had a little winter break.
We did.
Winter vacation. Did you go skiing during your winter vacation?
I don't ski.
I don't either.
I
But
went
to.
fishing and hunting a couple of times.
I saw some pictures.
Yeah, I had a good time doing that. Of course, we did the stuff with the family, right?
Yeah.
The whole family holiday routine.
Yes.
I didn't do anything for New Year's Eve. Nothing.
Really?
Nothing.
Did you stay up till 12 o'clock?
I was awoke by fireworks and people banging pans outside of my house.
That's what people do on New Year's Eve.
I did not.
Besides sleep.
I just wasn't into it. I just wasn't feeling it this year. No.
Oh.
We do have people watching now. So this is the Cast at Glocker every Wednesday at 6. I am one of the hosts, Matt Green, Jeff Frederick. As you're watching the show, please give us some comments. I do monitor the comments. If you have comments or questions, I will put them up on the screen and we will do our best to answer them or address your questions and comments. Remember to like the show and remember to share the show. And the show can also
Sharing
be
is
found.
caring.
Sharing is caring, and it helps get the word out, right?
Yeah.
It helps spread the word. The show can also be found on YouTube, the Cast at Glocker. If you want to go back and see some of our previous episodes, YouTube's the better platform for that. They're all up there.
Yeah. Easy one-stop shopping. You can see everything that we've done. Yeah.
You can subscribe on YouTube too and get notifications as new videos are posted to YouTube. You know how much it costs you to subscribe to YouTube?
$0.
Nothing. No dollars.
Yeah.
Just hit the button.
Yeah. It's easy as that.
So
Ding, ding
listen,
button.
I'm going to take that graphic down and
So they
then
can see us
you'll
live
see
for the
our
new year.
bright, shiny faces. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can get back to...
I got a
we
haircut
are.
today, special
Did you?
for the show.
I haven't shaved. I haven't trimmed my beard or my mustache. I've done nothing to prepare myself to be on a video live stream.
Really?
Nothing.
But and you look how good you look. I mean, it's
know.
amazing. How do you do it?
I'm a regular old Adonis. All right. So now that the overlay is down, you'll see that we are joined by 2 lovely young ladies. And I think those
Which
lovely,
look much better than we do.
correct.
Even with my fresh haircut.
Well, they don't have unruly mustaches and goatees. I can say that.
And they have hair.
And they and it's not gray.
Yes.
So introduce yourself, lovely young ladies.
Hi, I'm Paige Lacobacci. I go to the Perkiomen School and I'm in 10th grade.
Hi, I'm Gabi Martin. I'm a sophomore at Boyertown Area Senior High.
And why are you guys on the Cast at Glocker tonight?
So this year we are co-candidates for the 2022 Students of the Year Leukemia and Lymphoma Society campaign. And if you're not familiar with what that is, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to find cures for blood cancers such as leukemia and lymphoma, as well as Hodgkin's disease and myeloma. And they also strive to improve the quality of life for their patients and their families.
So we're part of Students of the Year, and so SOY is a philanthropic leadership development program. So the high school students, over the course of 7 weeks, are doing their best to raise as much money for the society. And so the person who raises the most money at the end of the campaign is awarded the title of Students of the Year and a scholarship.
Okay.
Excellent. And SOY stands for Student of the Year.
Yeah.
Student of the Year.
Just so people watching
So you're not
understand what
confused,
SOY
yeah.
is when they're throwing out these.
Gotcha.
Fresh.
Soy, LLS. No.
Yeah.
So LLS is Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
the recipient of this fundraiser.
Yeah, which
Yes.
I mean, what can you think of a better organization?
I mean, they're all good
all
organizations, but
good
this one is
organizations.
especially worthy because
Mhm.
Paige and Gabi are raising money for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Working hard too.
Paige,
to do that.
there's like you kind of, in addition to this competition, right? So you're trying to win Student of the Year, right?
Yes.
But in addition to that, there's some other competition that you have going on the side. Do you want to explain to everybody what the other competition that you're involved in is?
So last year, I don't know, I mean, my sister was on this podcast last year too, promoting the same thing. But my sister Alyssa ran for Student of the Year. And so this year, Gabby and I are running, and of course we'd like to top my sister a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if I remember correctly, didn't her sister was trying to top like a friend of hers, I think.
Yes. So she was a team member for her friends, their Students of the Year campaign. And then we were both team members for her campaign, and now we're running our own. So it's kind of like a running legacy.
So if you would like to contribute to this dinner table drama that is occurring over at the Iobaki residence, please stay tuned. I'm going to put up some links and stuff. So along that regard, or in that regard, you guys have a Facebook page, right? So if somebody wants to learn more about this fundraiser or how they can participate or contribute, I'm going to put the Facebook page up. Why don't you tell people what that Facebook page is?
So it basically it'll have any updates with throughout our campaign, any fundraisers that we're doing, that'll be up there. Basically just updates throughout the campaign about what we're at, how's it going.
Yeah, we also have a Facebook fundraiser that's on our Facebook that's connected directly to our fundraising page. I know that's easier for some people to do it through Facebook. So yeah, that's there too.
Is there any other social sites that you're campaigning on?
Yes, we also have an Instagram account, which is Team Purple LLS, no underscores or spaces. And it's a similar thing. We have our link to our fundraising page in our bio, and we're posting all of our fundraisers and stuff on there.
And then there's a web page too. I'm going to put that web page up next, and people can jot that down. It's a little bit complicated.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk. This is my opinion. The LLS Society needs to do a better job of getting these kids easier web pages, and it's not hard to do.
I know.
It's
It
not
could
hard.
just be a simple. Like, they can put anything. They can put
Team
down
Purple.
Yeah, Team Purple. Yeah.
You got to do that because this is complicated.
You
But
don't.
I'm gonna
you
leave
don't
it-
like 92772177305 in your.
No. So anyway, I put the web page up there, so you can also link over to the web page, and I'll put a link to the web page in the chat if I can. I'll also put a link to the Facebook page in the chat, so you could click directly on that. I'm going to leave this web page link up for a little bit so that people can write that down if they want to try to find them on the World Wide Web.
Yeah, and if you're writing it down, just so you know, those are not capital I's. Those are all lowercase L's.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a problem with that. So I'm throwing the gauntlet down to the Lymphoma Society. That's all. Matt Green saying that. No one else.
Yeah, no one else. So you're doing a fundraiser coming up in Gilbertsville at the Dairy Queen, right?
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure.
So it starts this Friday and it goes until next Friday, the 21st.
So 1 week.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, so we, on our social media, we have posted it already. It's a flyer that people can take to the Dairy Queen, and they can just show them a flyer, and all those donations will come directly to our campaign.
Okay, so they go to Dairy Queen, they buy a nice, yummy ice cream, and then part of that purchase will then go towards.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20%.
Okay, but they have to show the flyer.
Yeah.
you
Or
have to
something,
show
and I'm
the
sure they
flyer.
can show it on their phone or whatever,
Yeah.
right? But they do have to mention it somehow or another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just because they're purchasing.
Yeah, just show the flyer, say I'm here for the fundraiser, and they'll
All right, cool.
do whatever they do to get us whatever we need.
Yeah.
Do you have any other events lined up or anything?
Yes, we do. We're doing a drive-in movie at the Sunnybrook Ballroom on February 11th. We're still figuring out the time, probably around like 7 p.m. We'll be showing The Princess Bride. And
Great movie.
yep, in time for Valentine's Day, we were thinking it's a great movie for families and stuff.
As
And
you wish. Do you know the movie? Do you even know the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so yeah, tickets will be on the Sunnybrook website probably, and as the event gets closer, we'll post all the stuff you need for that on our social media outlets. I think that's pretty much all.
Yeah, and then we also have a fundraiser at Freed's Market on February 12th. We're going to have a table right outside. We're going to sell bracelets and collect donations.
Okay. What kind of bracelets?
LLS has their own sort of silicone rubber band
Yeah.
bracelets sort of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I think we might sell some fake stuff too.
Yeah.
Maybe some dog treats, which is a popular item that my sister and I sold last year at our school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Pet lovers love their pets.
That's
and
true.
They love to
That's
get
true.
them treats.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because I'm a pet lover.
Dogs love these treats. I'm telling you, they love
If they're
them.
anything like my dog, they'll like anything. That's food. But
So I left that webpage up there for as long as I'm inclined to. I'm also going to put up an email address. Tell us about the Team Purple LELLS at Glocker. At Gmail. And I got to respell that. Hold on. It's gmail.com, people.
Team Purple LLS.
Yeah, it's your email address. You want people to reach out to you through the email address as well?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So, if there's any businesses watching and they want to support us, there's a few ways you can do that. And you can reach out to that email if you're interested. One thing is silent auction items. So during grand finale, we have this big thing, a big silent auction, and the money we get from our baskets will go towards our campaign.
so it's like a basket raffle event?
Yes.
Okay. Is
So-
that live or is that over like Facebook or something?
Last year it was online, I believe, since grand finale is supposed to be in person this year.
Okay.
As of now, it'll probably be just in person.
Yeah, probably be live.
I don't know if they'll do online bids. I'm
And
not
where
sure.
would that take place at this point? Do you know?
Right now it's at a hotel. Which hotel?
Is it like a Hilton?
I think. I'm not
Hilton
sure.
Or Western,
I can't
something like
remember.
that.
But you're going to post
You'll
all
post
that
it,
stuff
right?
up on the Facebook page, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put a link. There's a link to the Facebook page in the chat, so
Mhm.
people can go to the chat and then follow the link directly to their Facebook
And then I'll
page.
find out all the information.
And
Everything
then
that we're talking about.
And then
today.
I'm also going to put up the link to the Facebook page on the screen. If you go to your search bar on Facebook and search Paige Lacobacci, Team Purple,
Lacobacci.
Lacobacci.
What did
See,
you
I don't
say?
know.
What did you say, Matt?
Something wrong. We don't have to rehash that.
I do. It was fun, but all right.
Yeah.
We'll let it-
Grand finale is an event for all the candidates and some team members that raise a good amount of money. And so, yeah, if there's any businesses interested in donating silent auction items, you can just email us, and all you have to do is fill out a form so you can get a tax deduction. And then
They can also purchase a program book ad. So that is where businesses, that has a minimum of $500. And then there's different levels within that, where the business could have a certain number of benefits with that too. So each level has their own benefits.
mhm. And if you're interested or any questions, again, just email us. And yeah, I mean, also another way it's helping out is just through donating and sharing our link as well.
Definitely.
Awesome. So, okay, so we learned about what you're doing, and the whole name of the event is Student of the Year, right?
Mhm.
Campaign. So why don't you tell us a little bit about each of you, so we know a little bit more about you, since you hopefully will be Students of the Year.
You want to go first?
Sure. So I am involved in a lot of volunteer work and everything, but I decided to participate in LLS because I have some connections to cancer, but overall I just want to do my best to help. I know how much LLS helps thousands of cancer patients and their families with all of their therapies and their medical advances and everything. So I just want to do my best to help them and do what I can.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm involved with a lot of things at school and stuff. I really love the arts and performing and just everything to do with that. And last year when COVID hit and stuff, I realized how hard it was, just not be able to do the things I loved. And when Alyssa was doing her campaign, it really made me think people who get cancer and stuff, they can't always do the things they love, and that makes me really sad. So I know I just wanted to do as much as I can for LLS, and we have like close connections to people who had cancer as well, and it's really hard. So we want to do as much as we can.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
Excellent.
Yeah. Better word than good.
Great.
Is there anything else you wanted to promote for your student of the year, or the Leukemia and Lymphoma LLS? I can't say it.
I'm looking at my notes.
I just want to make sure that we're covering everything.
Yeah, I think we've hit most stuff.
We appreciate anything.
Yeah.
Even if it's just
And so you have a link there for them to donate directly. Anybody that's watching.
Yeah, if they go into the chat, I put up a link to the Facebook page. That was what I could most easily find. So if you go over to their Facebook page, I'm sure there's contact information there, or you could put up a post on their Facebook page or hit them up on Messenger, some way, shape, or form. Go over to their Facebook page. Link is in the chat, and follow it through, and you'll be able to connect with these two ladies. I do see some people that I know are watching the show that own businesses. So we do have some business owners watching. So maybe if you would like to make a tax deductible donation through your business, please reach out to the ladies. They've got
I'm sure
a pretty
they can even get creative, and they can just contact them and figure out something.
Something
Some way.
to do.
Yeah.
Right. I think these ladies have set a pretty aggressive goal for themselves. You want to tell everybody, what's the number figure that you're looking to beat your sister? I mean, what's the number figure you're looking to raise?
We're thinking about like $50,000.
$50,000.
Yeah, we're
would
very
do a lot.
hopeful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Help a lot of people out.
So I see some people saying, great job, guys. You're doing great. I'm putting those comments up on the screen right now. Your questions and comments are greatly appreciated here on the Cast at Glocker.
This is interactive.
It is an interactive show. If during the show or after the show, you hit that share button and share this episode out to your news feed, more people will see the show. More people will know about the fundraiser that Gabby and Paige are doing. And you'll be able to help them reach their $50,000 goal. I think they can do it.
I think they can do it.
I hope so.
They seem confident.
We're going to try really hard.
And confidence is a lot of it.
Yes.
Phyllis Cashman, girls, you are doing a great job.
Thanks, Mimi.
Good old Mimi.
I'm gonna put their name and the name of the organization and their names up on the screen one more time. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
And we learned a lot, and we're rooting for you.
Thank you.
I will be donating tonight. I guarantee you that. I donated to your sister.
And thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And we'll see
it's
if
not
we
hard
can
to do, and you feel good doing it.
Yeah, we'll see if we can shake a donation loose from Glocker Realty and Insurance. Sure we can. And if you follow the Glocker Realty and Insurance Facebook page, we're going to be putting links up to help these ladies donate on our page. So after the show, sometime tonight or tomorrow, if you go back onto the Glocker Realty Insurance Facebook page, there'll be some links here so that you can help out Paige and Gabby.
We'll definitely do what we can to help.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
No problem.
So now we're going to have a guest change now, right?
Yep.
Your sister's putting the challenge out there.
That's our live audience.
Oh, the live audience?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a challenge? Hold on. What do you have? Oh, yeah. She's saying, Alyssa's saying, you have big shoes to fill. She's coming for you, sis. We'll see what happens. Everybody's proud of you. You guys did a great job. So proud of your work. Gwen Martin saying great work for MLS or LLS. Phyllis Cashman said hello. Patricia said hello. Alyssa said hello. You guys are getting a lot of love from Facebook land. Thanks. All right, we're going to switch the guests up. I'm going to mute those mics so we don't get a whole lot of feedback on them while we're switching out. And our next two guests, some people might know, might recognize. They are Realtors. Realtors.
Realtor.
That's how you're supposed to say
I know.
it.
I don't even say it right.
Realtor.
Thank you. very
Megan
much.
Cooper and Robin Lawhorn are realtors here at Glocker Realty. They are joining us. So, ladies, come on over. You got to get on these mics and you got to get in front of this camera.
Yeah, this camera's waiting for you.
Welcome to the stage. Robin Lawhorn, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming in. Megan Cooper, thanks for sitting down with us. Now, somebody who you know, Robin, was already saying hello.
Wait, she got shout outs before she even got on
She
camera.
had a shout out before she was even on camera.
So I'm going to yell back.
Regina.
Regina McGlocker is a broker. at
McLocker
McLaughlin is
Williams.
a broker at Remax Energy in Douglasville.
Make sure you're talking into the mic so people can hear you, ma'am. And then I'm going to turn your mic back on.
Oh, well then how the hell?
Now they know you're here.
Now they know I'm here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
Regina.
Megan's on now too.
And Megan's on.
Okay.
I'm waiting for some shout outs, friends.
Yeah,
Hey,
just
Regina.
give us some shout outs. I'm going to put them up on the stage. Thanks for tuning in. There we go. Regina, thanks for watching. Well, that was me telling her thanks for watching. Hold on. There she is saying, hi, Robin Lynn.
Hey,
Hi.
Regina McLaughlin.
So let's start with this. Let's start with some introductions. Robin, you have been, how long have you been a real estate agent?
This will be my 7th year.
7 years. And you did not start here at Glocker Realty and Insurance. Where did you start?
I started at Remax Energy in Douglasville with Regina McLaughlin.
And then how long have you been here at Glocker?
I came here in 2017.
Really?
Yep.
Seems like
It seems
Doesn't
like
seem
yesterday.
like
It seems
that
like
long
yesterday.
ago.
Yes, it doesn't seem like 2017.
Yeah.
so. In that time, you have made some changes in your career path, correct?
I have.
So why don't you tell people about that? Because I think this is important for people to understand. Like, there's a big difference. We are 100% commission-based realtors here at Glocker. So in order to make
We fail for our clients. We
We
fail.
fail.
we fail. But it is a challenge
It
if
is.
you're going to make this a full-time career, right? You really have to be serious and buckle down and work hard.
Absolutely. Yep.
Tell us about your path here to becoming a full-time realtor at Glocker.
So when I started in real estate, I was part-time. I worked in the corporate world, and I did that for 2.5 years of part-time and working a full-time corporate job. In August of 2019, I decided to resign from the corporate world and have been doing real estate full-time.
Ever since.
And what did you
Ever
do in the
since.
corporate world?
I was an executive administrative assistant.
Helping the big dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever the executive word is in the front.
I was helping them make more money.
Yeah, right.
So now you're working for yourself.
I do.
What do you think is the biggest challenge to you being a full-time real estate agent? What's your number one challenge?
It's like you said, we're paid on commission, so you got to keep that pipeline flowing, because once you cut off the pipeline, you cut yourself off.
Right.
So that's the biggest challenge, is feeding the pipeline and keeping the pipeline flowing.
And what kind of things do you do that kind of sets yourself apart from the other agents, not just here at the office at Glocker, right? Because in some way, shape, or form, we all have created our own niches. But across the industry, what do you think that you bring to the table, or what kind of niche have you developed for yourself specifically in order to set yourself apart?
Wow, that's a tough one. I'm not sure that I would say a niche, but I've changed my marketing strategies a lot. And with the difficult market that we've had this year,
Mhm.
I have learned to write creative offers.
Okay.
So I need them offers for my buyers to stand out above all the other buyers. And most people do a standard offer. I like to be a little more creative, so that my offers are
Stand
number
out.
one, they stand out and
Right.
they're getting accepted. And I feel that I've done good at that because I've just had in the last, well, December kind of was holidays, but I'll say in the last 2 months, 3 months, I've had 6 buyers offers go to settlement.
That's good. That's good.
That's-
And
I
it's
think
a
that's
tough market
That's an accomplishment,
for
yeah.
buyers. Yeah.
in this market.
No, that's exceptional because the playing field is so tilted towards
Crazy.
the seller. And we're going into situations like over the summertime, I went into a situation personally where we had 39 showings on the property that my buyers were interested in. 39 showings in 3 days, 21 offers.
Mhm.
My clients were one of 21 offers. So when Robin tells you that she's getting 6 deals done for buyers in a couple of months, she's on to something.
Yeah, right.
Pay attention to that.
Hmm.
If you're looking for a good buyer's agent, maybe you want to give Robin Lawhorn a shout. She's getting it done.
She got it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't think that I've done 6 buyer transactions this entire year. If excluding my investors.
Right.
I've helped my investors purchase stuff.
Mhm.
But as far as like
A regular
owner
looking
occupants,
for it, yeah.
first time home buyers, whatever else, I don't think I've done 6 deals all year.
Yeah.
So that's good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right,
That's so
next
awesome.
up, Megan Cooper.
Hello.
Your sister was throwing you some shouts.
Oh,
So you
Monica
got it.
Thomas
Hey, sis.
was saying hey, and Megan's my sister. I already put her comments up on the screen. So
nice.
Megan, you're the newest addition to the
I
team.
You're the
am
here.
newbie here at
Newbie
Glocker.
here. Yes. I'm I just got my license over a little bit of a stay at home COVID order. I was like, what am I gonna do? I can't. I'm like, now's the time. I've been thinking about getting my real estate license for a long time. Just that opportunity. I knew I was going to be home for a week,
Mhm.
nothing else to do. So I started to study, got my license shortly after, and I knew Glocker was where I wanted to be
Right.
when I got my license, because this is the company I used when I lost.
Yeah,
last-
you
Not
gotta-
only the company, right?
Not lost.
Oh.
Not
Oh, yeah.
lost.
I'm sorry.
I'm
used.
losing some video here. So,
Uh-oh.
but keep talking.
Whoa.
People are gonna
Okay.
hear us.
Sorry. So
Can we get
I'll
it?
do it.
Okay.
so
I
the
do not like this.
the last sale and purchase that I did, I used Matt and Robin, and they were
Oh,
both.
both. I didn't know Matt was in the mix.
Yeah, Matt was in the
Oh.
I
mix.
helped
Yeah.
her write the offer.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah.
I
Yes.
used my buyer strategies, and we put
Yes.
together a winning offer for her first clients.
Yes. So my first transaction happened just last month, so that was fantastic. First time home buyers. We wrote a couple offers, had to get creative, but the last one took, and Robin did help me with her amazing strategies.
Did it just go off?
So
I don't know why. Just keep talking. They're going to hear you.
yeah,
I'm having some camera problems tonight, but it's okay.
that's all right.
New
But
year.
Here,
Still-
no, it's good.
Okay, good.
so yeah, I mean, it was but I definitely knew I wanted to go to Glocker, because I was first so impressed, like just listing my house in Bechtelsville.
She's
just
a
like
great listing agent. Let me tell you, one of the best in the
I
area.
did.
Top guy.
She also had a great buyer's agent
She
on
had
her
an
new
awesome
house.
buyer
Right.
agent.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a win-win. It was like I had like
Wait,
the,
so I'm just taking this. You listed
I
her-
listed the house.
her house.
Correct. And then
I helped sell
and
it.
then-
I was correct.
Okay.
And then I was busy. I had
Right.
so much stuff going on that
Yeah.
I was running out of time showing her houses. I was not giving her the attention
touch
that she needed.
Right.
because I had so many other things going
That says
on.
a lot to you that you recognize that.
I did.
Yeah.
So I contacted Robin,
Mhm.
who is a newer full-time agent, and I asked Robin, I said, look, I can't show Megan all these houses that she wants to see because I have at one point in time there was
because
like
Megan's picky.
Oh yeah.
no, it wasn't that. She knew what
Oh,
she
but I was.
wanted, and we looked at some stuff.
Yeah.
this stupid. I do not like that. That tripod sucks. Anyway, what happened
we
is
should write a review.
You
about
tell
that.
the story.
what happened is that I just ran out of time. I had 6 or 7 other properties under contract or listed at that time, and I just ran out of time. So I spoke with Robin, and then Robin decided that she was going to take over as Megan's buyer's agent. And I think you two guys got along.
Yeah, Robin
Great.
and I developed like a great friendship, like, you know, through the process. So it was really cool.
Yeah, I had run the open houses for her, selling her Bechtelsville house.
I'm just going to turn the camera off
Just act
until
like I'm
Jeff.
not here.
I know, we're all looking at you and laughing.
I'm just going to put up the
No,
Glocker
no,
overlay.
We're good. We're good.
All right. So
So my I was just so impressed with like just the sheer just like representation of the house I was selling. Like the pictures were just beautiful. Like everything about the presentation, like the tips of that, you know, Robin and Matt just were like so great with everything. I was just like, it really is what got my house sold, like in a good amount of time. Like, I mean, then it wasn't as a crazy market like it is now, but because we're talking, this was 2019.
Yeah.
End of 2019.
it was
beginning of
still a
2020.
pretty strong
Pretty
seller's
crazy
market.
market
It was
still.
still pretty strong, but it wasn't as strong as it was now. But I think we got it done in a pretty reasonable amount of time.
Definitely. Yeah. So it was definitely still a good amount of time. I couldn't have been happier. So, and I just knew that like all the attention to detail that like I felt that I got with Glocker, because that wasn't my first, you know, it's the second home I sold. So just the attention to detail I got with everything was just exceptional. So I was like, I knew that Glocker was the team that I wanted to join. So that was kind of a no-brainer. And I had a discussion with Robin going into it, and it just kind of sealed the deal. I was like, yeah,
Right on.
Glocker's who I'm going with.
Now, if people want to, yeah, you're all right. You're going to really have to get up onto the table and try not to smack on the table, because it's the vibrations that we're putting through the table that are causing the thing to slide. But anyway, if you want to see some of this marketing material that we do here at Glocker, because I think, of course, this is a biased opinion, but we really do a good job with the video marketing and also the photos. Yeah. If you want to take a look at the real estate videos that we're doing, head over to our YouTube channel, Glocker Realty and Insurance, and take a look at some of the property videos and the video walkthroughs that we're doing. I have been complimented by other real estate agents and brokers that we are doing an outstanding job. So yeah. I would say, as far as local real estate agents, local independent brokerages, we do a good job. And obviously Megan recognized that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it was just, myself, just as a consumer, just seeing the difference, you know, it's definitely noticeable. So, you know, definitely, if you have the time, take a gander at some of our listings, and you will see a noticeable difference the way we list our properties. There's some serious care, and it's definitely exceptional. So I know I joined the right team.
There you go. So you have another job, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
You are a part-time agent, right?
I am
at least for the time being.
Yes. Yeah.
What's your full-time occupation?
So I'm a full-time optician with Costco. I'm the optical manager there. I've been with Costco for 10 years. Great company. Love it. But yeah, real estate is definitely like a passion of mine. Like, it's just something that I would love to eventually emulate what Robin did, is give it a little bit and potentially make the leap, you know, work for myself. That would be ideal. Mm-hmm. So, but
well, good luck.
Yeah,
we'll try to help you out as much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Matt helped me with my first clients too. So that's just the team setting here is fabulous. So.
And that's exactly what I was just about to say, is that we do truly all work together.
We do.
I mean,
yeah.
even though we're all working for ourselves, we still. I think
Every-
it's more a family type atmosphere here.
It is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Everybody's willing to help and give, and it's not just like some other places. It's just not a cutthroat. Like, oh my God, I can't tell you my secrets. We all share. We
Right.
share what works for us. Doesn't mean it's going to work for you, but this is what works for me, or this is what works for Jeff. And we share and we talk. And even when leads come in, we are like, hey, I can't do this. Do you want it? Do you want it? Like,
Right.
so
Right.
we share in a lot of ways. It ain't just, we work as a whole team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with Megan's buyer clients there.
Yeah.
I got approached by some buyers. I did not have the time to devote to them. And I knew Megan was going to do a good job because she's new. She wants to work. So,
Yeah.
And you got him a house.
I did, and they couldn't be happier. They actually reached out to me just yesterday, so they're so happy. So
And isn't that the best feeling?
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Like I cannot wait for my next buyer clients. I realized that I really like working with buyers. I did not think I would so much, but I really, really loved it. So yeah, I can't wait until I have someone else.
It is rewarding, especially some of the first time home buyer stuff that's going on. I
Yeah.
spent a lot of time learning that part of the business. And I think we're going to talk about that in a couple of minutes.
We
right?
are.
So why don't we do that now?
We
Because
should,
we're
yeah.
kind of coming down to the last half of the show. We have a segment on the show called what is it called?
Ask the
Ask the
realtor.
realtor.
Yeah.
So I put that screen up When you see Ask a Realtor on the Glocker Realty and Insurance page, that means that we're having a home game. That
Yeah.
means that the cast at Glocker
Is
is
in our office.
in our office.
Yes.
All you have to do is ask a real estate related question. If we answer your question on the air, you get a $5 Wawa gift card.
Yeah, which is awesome.
All you have to do is ask a question. There are some weeks when we only get one question. So guess who gets the Wawa gift card? The person who asked the question.
Yep.
Right.
Now, we changed things up a little bit this time because there are four
realtors
realtors
here.
sitting at the table. So I think there's a whole list of questions here. How many questions are we going to answer tonight?
It looks
yeah.
like
Okay, just making sure.
6?
6 or 7. We got a good response.
So the one thing that's going to happen is I'm going to take the question about first-time home buyers.
Yes, you can start us off, Matt.
Because there's 3 questions about first-time home buyers.
Wait, did you say that we're answering 4 questions? I'm sorry, I got distracted.
You weren't.
I
You were
wasn't even
looking
paying
right
attention
at me
to
and not
our
even paying
own
attention.
show. I didn't pay attention to. Can you
I
believe that?
interrupted him.
We're answering a bunch of questions.
So we're
tonight.
going to answer a bunch of questions, but yes,
Every question that we answer
5 questions.
every
will
single
get
person that
answered.
asks the question
Is
today
gonna get a
going to get a
$5
$5
correct.
because they're going to get one of their questions.
Stop banging
answered.
on the table because you're going to make
Oh.
the camera fall over. All right. So yeah, everybody that asks the question is going to get a
gift card.
gift
today.
card.
Yeah.
All right. So I think you're taking the number 1 question.
Oh, should I
The
just
first
go?
question.
We're going
You
in
should
order.
go first.
Yeah,
Yes, Jeff.
question number 1.
This is a good question.
All right.
Should
Number 1 question is from Kevin Bond. He asks the question: should I extend my home warranty? So I'm assuming.
I think it's Kelvin. Kelvin Bond.
It is Kelvin.
Kelvin.
It is Kelvin. Kelvin Bond. Sorry about that, Kelvin. Should I extend my home warranty? So that's a good question because, first of all, home warranties is a whole question in itself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, he either had purchased a home warranty or it was purchased for him during the sale because the seller can purchase the home warranty for the buyer. And if he liked the home warranty, if he used it and he liked how everything went, then definitely do it again. If you are concerned about putting a large sum of money out during the next year, because the home warranties are a year at a time, then yes, if there's a concern there, then for sure you should use a home warranty.
Yeah, like if your water heater is 19 years old,
Right.
and the service life of a water heater is usually about 20
10
or 10 or
10,
20,
10
Yeah.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be
then
20.
you should probably renew that home warranty.
Yeah.
It would be good. It would be good idea.
Yep. Heating system, all that. And it doesn't matter how old your mechanicals are.
Mm-hmm.
When you still pay the same for the yearly subscription. Yeah. And so the quick answer is yes. If you like it, if you didn't have any problems with it, the only thing I would say is in dealing with home warranties, the one thing you must do, it seems like in pretty much every home warranty, is that you need to contact the home warranty company first if there is an incident of any sort, whether it's your pipe burst or whatever. You don't call your plumber, you don't call your contractor, you call the home warranty and say, hey, I got a problem. What should I do next?
Right.
So as long as you follow that process, you should be fine, and it's going to save you some money. So do that. We use a company, American Preferred Home Warranty, with Glocker.
I use them regularly.
Yeah.
I either buy them for my clients or have sellers put them on their properties during the listing period.
Mm-hmm.
I have compared multiple home warranties. That America's Preferred Home Warranty has the most coverage for the least amount of money.
Agreed.
It is the best one out there on the
And what
market.
I like about them is that you can use your own contractor.
Correct.
Yeah. So you don't have to use theirs, and you have to worry about, are they even good? I mean, there's a whole bunch of worry when you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But when you can use your own contractor to make the repair, I think that's key, because this is the person that you know and you feel good about them coming in your home and making that repair, and that it's going to be done right. So
absolutely.
So yeah, I would say go for it. If there's any concerns, why not? Why not? It's just going to save you money in the long run. It's just like insurance on a home, except for it's insurance on the actual items in your home.
Correct.
Yeah.
So Jennifer Ann is our lovely producer, and she's saying her Facebook heart is so happy to see all the questions. Because like I said, some weeks we only get one question. So when you see that icon up on the screen, or when you see that Ask a Realtor on Glocker Realty Insurance, make sure to respond to it. Question number 2 is, what is your best advice for someone who is currently looking at purchasing a home and a first-time home buyer? So that's Casey Schock. We also had, what are the key factors that a homeowner should know? That's not any advice you would give to somebody, first-time home buyers especially at this time, because houses are selling fast. That's number 5. And then number 7, there was another one. As a first-time home buyer, why should or shouldn't I meet with a mortgage broker? So I'm gonna give one answer.
Yeah, because they're all first-time home buyers.
They're all very similar.
Yeah.
So here's my advice for somebody who's currently looking at purchasing a home as a first-time home buyer. Yes, go and meet with a local mortgage lender. That should be the first step in the process. And if you are curious about who a local mortgage lender is, call one of us sitting here at this table. We pretty much only work with local mortgage lenders. Yeah. And there are some mortgage lenders that have better programs for first-time home buyers than other ones. So for instance, I can think of Tompkins Vist has a 99% financing first-time home buyer program if you qualify. Meridian, who we work with on a regular basis, has a 95% financing program for first-time home buyers. There's also a program called First Front Door. That money's going to be coming out here in February or March. So within the next 2 months, First Front Door money is coming out for first-time home buyers.
Like a grant.
It's a grant of money. That means free money. You can get up to $5,000 towards closing costs from First Front Door.
And most first-time home buyers use any
money that they can get.
for sure.
And then in some communities, there are programs for home buyers where you can get money. I'm aware of a program in Pottstown. I can get a buyer in certain neighborhoods in Pottstown $5,000 towards the purchase of their home. So yes, talk to a mortgage broker. If you're concerned or have questions about who is a good local mortgage broker, call one of us. We'll point you in the right direction. That mortgage broker is going to do a couple of things for you. They're going to take a look at your income, and they're going to take a look at your credit, and they're going to tell you what level that you can shop in. They're going to pre-qualify you for a number. Once you have that number or that pre-qualification, you know which houses you can go out and look at. If you're, let's say, pre-approved for $250,000, now I know where to take you to look for houses.
Yeah, it'd be terrible to find a $300,000 house that you love
and you can't afford it.
No option of buying it.
Right.
Yeah.
So talk to the mortgage. The other part of it too is, let's say that the mortgage lender says to you, "Hey, look, our mortgage programs require a credit score of 680 or higher. Right now, your credit score is 660 or 670. Now you know that you have a little bit of work to do to clean up your credit. You might find out that there's some money that you're going to need to bring to the table. Even with one of these grant programs, you're going to have to put some money into it yourself. Yeah. So if you don't have that bank account set up, if you don't have that savings set up, you're going to know what you need to do to prepare yourself to enter the market.
And I think the best thing to do is just set up that plan of action.
Right.
Like, get with your realtor, get with one of us. And then we'll set you up with who you go to, and they are going to check all those boxes and let you know a time frame and just goals to work towards. If you're not ready at this moment, it's still beneficial to at least, get that ball rolling.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
and it's the first step you need to do in trying to purchase a home, because the worst thing is to get out there, find a home, and you're not ready to buy.
I don't even take buyers out unless they've talked to the mortgage lender.
But some do.
I'm not going to take you out and get your hopes up for something that you might not be able to do.
Right.
So
it makes no sense. It's like starting here when you're supposed to be starting here.
Right. Starting at the ground floor.
Yeah.
So that's my advice. And that also covers for reasons why you should be ready, because houses are selling so fast.
Mm-hmm.
You
need to be prepared to put that offer that day,
right away.
That day.
Right away. And as part of that, you can work with the mortgage lender. You can work with your realtor, like Robin's saying, to come up with some creative offers that are going to grab the attention of a seller, especially in some of these offers, like the one that I talked about. There's creative ways to do it. Between your lender and your realtor, you could write a creative offer that's going to capture the attention of the seller and make your offer stand out above all these other ones.
Right.
So I guess specifically, like Mike Panza, he's my friend.
He's your buddy?
Mike. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess like he wants to know what the difference between, like, if he should just go to a regular mortgage lender, maybe an online thing, versus a broker. I know.
No.
Even a broker, you can do local brokers.
Yes. Local.
You want to do local.
Yes.
Definitely local, whether it's a broker,
or
bank, any type of lender. You want them to be local because they will attend your settlement, and you have questions. You're dealing with somebody that's right here, not on the West Coast, in a different time zone. That can cause so many headaches.
And like I said, too, there are local programs that don't exist in other places. So, for instance, that 99% financing program that I'm talking about, that's from Tompkins Vist Bank.
Which is a local.
Which is a local bank.
And if anyone doesn't know, the 99% meaning like less down payment.
Correct.
Like,
You'd only have to, correct.
Have 1%
down.
Right. 1%
1%
down.
Yeah.
You're financing 99% of the purchase price.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a specific portfolio program that exists at Tompkins Vist Bank.
Nice.
So if you go on to Rocket Mortgage, they may or may not connect you with Tompkins.
Right. They're going to put this out there. Don't go on.
Don't
Rocket
do it.
Mortgage.
I don't.
Yeah, no, they
don't.
And listen, I'll give you another.
Four professionals will tell you right now.
I don't
not
like.
This is another one.
I don't like the .coms either.
Yeah.
And the other part of it too is there's other reasons why you want to pick a local lender too. I had a deal over this last summer with a buyer client of mine for a lot of good reasons, which I didn't take away from her. She picked a bank out of Oregon. Okay. Wasn't my preference, but at the end of the day, that's what she wanted to do after we discussed it. And we wound up having some delays because mortgage lending has different rules in Oregon than it does in Pennsylvania. And this
Right.
particular bank was
Different
not
laws,
used to
everything.
doing business in Pennsylvania. It caused delays.
Right.
Local. The other part of it too is, and there's something to be said for this, that local lender lives in your community.
Yeah.
His kids might
Exactly.
go to your kid's school.
Exactly.
He wants to do a good job
Thank you.
because he doesn't want you showing up at his office. You know,
Right.
he doesn't
There's
want
accountability.
there's accountability.
Yeah.
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 The guy in Oregon doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Does not
He
You're not
doesn't
going to
care. Your
Oregon.
settlement's delayed. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
No.
So
All right.
yeah, I would always go with a local lender for
Local-
all of the reasons that we just described.
Mortgage broker.
I think that's a very strong, good answers, Matt, on those questions.
And I think we covered all
Yeah.
of the things. I would say this too, and I've told some of first-time home buyers that approach me who after discussion they're not quite ready. Take this time to save your money, to identify a good local lender that you want to work with, get your credit in check, get your bank account in check, get your finances in check. That's the best thing that you can do for yourself right now in this market or any market. Get all your ducks in a row. And,
Yeah.
and again, any one of us sitting here at this table can help you start that process.
And one last thing, the creative ideas that we've been talking about, we're not saying them on the air because we
No.
want to keep them. You need to come
Right.
to us because otherwise everybody would be doing
Giving
these
away
the
creative
trade
ideas.
secrets.
It's only those sellers agents that have like been like, God,
Oh.
once we submitted the offers, I know that happened to me recently where they're
Same.
like, wow, that is really never seen that before. That's really creative.
We need to keep it creative so our clients stand out.
Right.
We all know what we're talking about. Come
Listen,
to us.
the
one of
Colonel
us, and-
never gave away the secret
Exactly.
recipe. Right?
That's
We're
so
not,
right.
We're not doing it either.
Yeah, like it makes me so excited as like a brand new agent. I feel like I've got something in my pocket, like that I, can stick out over, because otherwise it's just I wait until I get, build it up. So
Right.
having just this team of this secret knowledge is
Well,
is
and
priceless.
It's like you said, when the seller's agent comes back to you and compliments your offer,
Yes,
that
you
is
know.
the best. And I've had that.
Yep.
And they'll be like, wow, that was impressive.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you're like,
Yep.
Yeah, you give yourself
Yep.
a pat on
Right.
the back.
because like you said, you stand out. The one of mine I had, there were 6 offers I was competing with.
Mhm.
Not like Matt, hundreds, but no. But
But-
yeah, and when the other agent recognizes it, that's what, it makes you feel pretty good.
That's awesome. And you did well for your client.
Yes.
So Robin, what do you have here? for
Okay,
us?
Jenna, what are the key factors that a homeowner should consider when deciding whether or not to refinance? So I would say the first thing you want to look at is what is your objective for the refinance? I mean, are you trying to lower your mortgage payment? Are you trying to pay your mortgage off sooner? Or do you need some cash funds to reinvest back into your home by doing repairs or updating your home? So there's some things you really need to think about why you're going to do it, because refinance can be good, but there's a lot of costs that people don't think about, or factors, I should say, that people don't think about. The one thing as far as the interest rates, you want to try to lower your interest rate by 1%. That will typically make it worth the transaction.
Yeah, because there's some fees with refinancing. You
Mhm.
still have to pay closing fees.
That
Yeah.
was my next.
Yeah.
Yep. The closing costs. You want to weigh, like, is the closing cost versus what you're going to save in that monthly payment worth it? Or are you putting a lot out up front to have a lower payment, but in the end, because now you're also going to be paying your mortgage longer. Which goes into the next thing is your equity in your home. Refinancing, you don't lose that equity, but if you lessen that payment, it's going to take you longer to build it, and you're paying a longer period now for your home. So that equity is going to grow at a slower rate. If you're doing the home repairs, however, you can put equity into your home really fast that way.
And then the other part of it too is if you do have a considerable amount of equity, it might not make sense to refinance. You might want to get like a home equity line of credit for
Correct.
repairs and things of that rather than refi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, like if you were somebody that had 6% interest rate pre-pandemic, and the interest rates were down to 2.5.
Yeah, go. You need to
That
run
made
out
sense
right
to
You need
now.
to go now.
No,
Yeah,
go now. Do
like,
not delay.
Don't
Yeah,
delay.
that-
Just go and don't think twice.
Exactly. But at the same time, like you said, Matt, home equity may be the route to go. So there's a lot of things to consider in your reason why you're doing it. Another thing, when you get into the refinance, people don't think about what is your current credit score, because that is going to affect your interest rate.
Mhm.
And that's going to have a big impact on your refi as well. The one thing that I will say is whatever you do not consolidate other bills into your mortgage payment. And the reason being is if something goes bad and you can't make that mortgage payment, you're going to lose your house. If something goes bad and you have to choose between a mortgage payment and a bill, you're going to get a bad credit score, but you're not going to lose your house.
Right.
Okay.
Like you're talking like credit card debt,
Credit
or
card
whatever
debt,
it might
a
be.
vehicle,
Whatever.
whatever it might
Yeah.
be, do not
Right.
consolidate with your mortgage.
And a lot of
Always keep your mortgage payment separate from all your other debt, regardless what a mortgage person tells you. Do not do it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
with that,
also
Robin.
I would agree with that
Yeah.
too. The other
Yeah.
part of it too is because of some of the new lending rules that got put in place after the market crash. There
Yeah.
are ways, if you fall behind on your mortgage, you have multiple chances to restructure that loan
Correct.
Yeah.
to keep yourself from going
Yeah.
into foreclosure.
Yeah.
Right.
So don't think that, hey, I'm falling behind, I lost a job, this, that, or the other thing. You have a legal right to ask the bank to restructure your loan if you've fallen on hard times.
And not
Yes,
only
and
that,
it's a
they don't
federal-
want to take it back.
It's a
Right.
federal
Yeah.
law. The law is on your side
Yeah.
as the consumer. You have to ask for it. If you don't ask for it, you're not going to get it.
Right.
But if you do ask for it, there's a good possibility you can keep yourself from going into foreclosure.
And it's very true. And if you get in that situation and you're facing that situation, people like to hide, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
They're embarrassed. They're already feeling down. They lost a job, whatever caused them to be in this situation. And so they just put up a wall and they try not to deal with it.
Right.
And that's the biggest mistake you can make. Like you said, reach out to the bank. They will work with you. And there are so many options to fix if you're in that foreclosure situation.
That's a good point. Ask for help.
Yeah.
Always.
Be
And don't
proactive.
be embarrassed by it, because trust me, there's millions of people in the world. You are not the only person
No.
that fell on a hard time or is in this
Right.
situation. They deal with it every day, and they're going to be your best advocate
And
because they do deal with it.
Robin, you just put out a good life lesson. I think it's a good life lesson. If you have a problem, ask for
For
help,
help.
because there's always someone there to help, and there's other people in your same shoes, no
Right.
matter how
Always.
bad it seems.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good life lesson.
Yeah.
And good
Some good
good
advice.
what's your question?
Why should I refinance?
Good refinance question.
Who is rent to own
Answer.
a good idea?
We're skipping that one.
Oh, I say, here's my short answer. No.
No,
No.
I agree.
Most
No,
of those
terrible.
rent to own programs are predatory. You
Yeah,
will
they
never
are.
get to the point where you're going to own that home.
Right.
And you
Too much
pay out
gray area.
way
There's-
much more money than you
Yeah.
need to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Much-
I
too
would
much gray
stay
area.
away from those. I know of one rent to own program in this area that's actually legitimate. The rest, you'll never see the
Yeah.
home in your name.
We don't even do it at Glocker. We don't do it at
No.
Glocker. I mean, I guess we all have our choice, but
Right.
our brokers ask us not to do.
No,
That
they're not
ever.
a good idea.
Yeah.
They're even if you just Google rent to own, the amount of articles that are going to come up about those programs being scams,
Yeah.
there's literally thousands and thousands of articles.
And even if it's just a Joe Schmo that's doing the rent to own, there's so many problems that can occur that will kill the deal.
Yeah, it's not a good
and
idea.
someone's going to lose money, and it's
Yeah.
most likely going to be the rent.
It's going to be, it's going to be you.
If you
Yeah.
and if you know a Joe Schmo that is maybe putting that out there, hey, you want to buy this while you're renting it? Talk with a realtor. We could put in, make an offer. We can write up a contract, and if he takes it, then we get you set up with financing. There's your house.
Yep.
Instead of
maybe your
this
house
backdoor kind of deal thing.
Mhm.
All right, Megan.
Yeah.
Megan, you're
you got the last
up.
question here.
So, this is from Alyssa Lacobacci.
Matt knows how to say it.
No, I don't.
We just learned.
Lacobacci. Wait, hold on. Let me
Please
see.
say it. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Yakobaki?
Hey,
I got really
Lacobacci.
Okay.
Lacobacci.
Her
Okay.
sister
There
was
you go.
just one of our previous
Oh,
She was the one that was student of the year last year.
Oh my God,
Alyssa
that's
was.
awesome.
And look how smart of a question she is.
Yeah, and she's got a smart little sister too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
So, how should you prepare a house before selling it? So,
No.
this is my personal. You get Robin to help you clean the house. That is the true. That's like the seal of the deal. I'm just kidding. But no, you should really, if you're even thinking, before you're even in those stages, you could always just get with a realtor, get with one of us. We could do a walkthrough and go through what we think are going to be benefits to showing your home, whether that's definitely decluttering, cleaning, doing deep cleaning. I myself didn't realize the amount of deep cleaning I needed to do when I went to sell my house. And then it was like, when you get in that, it's interesting.
It's Yakobaki.
Oh,
He put it up. I put it phonetically up on the screen. You'll see.
oh man.
I thought I did good too.
Yeah, that's a cool last name.
So you were talking about the decluttering and the deep cleaning.
Yes, yeah, declutter, deep clean, especially if you have pets. I had at the time when
How
I went
many
to
dogs?
sell, I had 3 dogs. 3 dogs that
The
were
first thing I
dog.
the first
Oh,
thing
yeah,
I
big
said
dogs.
when I walked in your house was, "You gotta
You're like,
clean it."
you gotta
Yeah.
clean. Yeah. Because it's like I was nose blind, completely nose
Yeah,
blind
'cause you-
to the
you-
dog
right.
smell, like completely. And then it's like when I really dialed it in, it was my couches that really smelled like dog guys. They because the humans don't hang out on the couches, the dogs do.
Dogs
so, it was definitely fine tuning, deep cleaning, getting that dog smell, having your house smell good, especially if you're a pet owner. And I, learned that, because you get feedback. I mean, I personally got feedback from people looking at my house. I smell dog, and it's like each time had to tune it in a little more and a little more. Each time we would get feedback, so it was just making a really great decluttering, deep cleaning, especially if you're a pet owner. And if it's like a matter of just a little fix of an imperfection on a wall, or just do it, anything that's the cost to
Return on investment. Yeah.
Different, whatever's going to get you where you need to be.
Yeah, and I would say too, like especially in the market now, since it so heavily favors sellers, I have become less conservative with telling sellers about doing
Major
certain
changes.
jobs.
Yeah.
I have definitely broadened the scope about what I tell people to do. Like I'm working with a woman right now who's redoing her flooring. A couple of years ago, I'd have never told a seller, don't redo your flooring unless it's really torn up.
Right.
But I think once she redoes this flooring, it's going to make the pictures pop. We're probably going to get more money for the sale of her house. So I'm telling her to do that. That's on the extreme end.
Yeah.
I think some of the simplest things that people can do, like Megan is saying, that have the highest return on investment are those curb appeal projects. Clean up the gardens, rake the leaves, mow the grass, paint the shutters. Those are all things that you're probably doing on a seasonal basis anyway. And they can usually all be done by the homeowner with a quick trip to the big box store or to your local garden center, right?
Mhm.
And you want that person, when they pull up in front of the house, to get out of the car. You want the mom to fall in love with that place before she's even opening the door of her car for the showing. And those are usually the simplest and cheapest
yeah.
jobs to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shine up what do you got. I mean, you don't have to go too far in this market.
Right.
You could like paint your front door and make your whole
Wow.
front of the house look different.
different.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. Like,
But to follow up on something else you said is if you have some like little imperfection or you have something, fix it, because that little hole in your wall is going to make a bigger impact than you realize.
right.
Because people look at it as, I have to repair this now. It doesn't
Right.
matter that it's a little inexpensive repair. That's how people visualize it.
Mhm.
And
And
you
then
know,
they're like making checks of like,
okay, I got to do this, I got to do that.
yeah,
And that might cost you, the homeowner, 10, 20 bucks. Fix it up.
Right.
And it's going to be worth more than that when you go to sell it.
Absolutely.
Another thing is paint is not supposed to add value to your home. And years past, it didn't. In this market, paint will add value to your house because it's fresh, it's clean, and people walk in and go, I don't got to do anything.
right.
No,
As
I
long
think-
as you don't paint it any crazy hot pink, orange, you know.
Pink.
You know.
The
Yeah.
small pink.
you
Oh.
love the pink.
I
rooms.
love
but
the
yeah,
pink
if
house.
the
you-
princess rooms. You love it.
But yeah, if you do the neutrals, the in colors, people love it. They want it because
Right.
they don't have to do it.
And it's the
Right.
cheapest fix.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're not a
Definitely.
good painter, get a painter to paint it, and it'll still be the cheapest fix.
Yeah, or
Right.
call your friends.
Yeah.
There's always
Yeah.
a way.
Have a
Don't
paint
don't
party.
paint. But if you can't paint, don't paint.
Right.
I think
Because I've
too,
seen bad paint jobs
Right.
too many times.
I think too, definitely talk to one of us, call one of us for some fresh eyes,
Mhm.
because we all develop blind spots.
Yeah, sure.
In your own house. I work with different various rehab companies, and I've even noticed during the course of some of those rehab projects, if I visited the house on multiple occasions, I missed something. So we always try as much as we can to have somebody with fresh eyes go in and look at it, because you live there, you're in and out of that house every day. You don't see that spot on the wall anymore. You don't see that broken outlet cover
Yeah, for
anymore.
sure.
Mhm.
You're just blind to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some fresh
And the
eyes
smell
in on
factor
the
that she was talking about. There's
Oh, yeah.
no way. I mean, you're seriously, your senses become used to it.
to it.
Oh my
right.
gosh.
You don't
Yeah.
smell it
I
anymore.
the smell of dog. That's like my dogs. You know, if as a dog, you know, I have no idea what they smell like. It's like, you know, it's just my house.
We got it. We got through it though.
Yeah. But it was the couches. Yeah, it wasn't the house. It was the couches.
Couches.
Yeah.
We got. I
So-
think we covered all the Ask a
we
Realtor.
every single question, and
Yes.
congratulations, we have 4 winners tonight.
Yes.
4
4.
people are going to be getting their 4. It's
Yeah.
2 of the same person.
Yeah. The Kelvin Bond
you don't
asked
get
multiple questions.
2. Yeah, you don't get 2
Kelvin asked multiple
cards for
questions.
the same person.
We'll figure it out.
It's 6.
All right. I
We have
offered.
6 winners.
I
6
offered.
winners.
I
6
offered.
winners.
I offered to cover the difference
Oh, you're right,
anyway.
6 winners.
So we're good.
Robin's a better counter than I am. We
Jeff.
just witnessed that tonight.
My
we s-
background is accounting. I shall not lie.
Yeah, she's an executive assistant. She knows how to bump up the numbers.
Right.
Anyway, we're a little bit past time, but we still have some people watching.
I could do quick.
Do you
I
want to
could
get
quick.
into some really
Yeah,
quick,
yeah, yeah.
down and dirty?
Absolutely.
What's going on in Boyertown?
Yeah. Do we have a do we have a slide for me
I
yet?
don't. I need you to send me a slide
Oh, okay, I
for
thought I did, but I guess I did
what's
not.
going down in Boyertown.
Next time.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, what's going down in Boyertown is the blog I do every week. It's really an event blog, but I also do some kind of highlight of whether it's something going on in Boyertown or around Boyertown, or whether it's just something that is interesting to people in general. So this week I thought it was interesting, especially with the cold weather we just got for the basically for the first time this winter.
Yeah.
It was 16 degrees the other morning.
I know, right?
Gosh, I
And-
can't.
And we got 8 degrees coming up this weekend.
Oof,
Yeah. So I thought, I'm a realtor. You're a realtor. We're all realtors. So how to protect your home from freezing? It's an important thing because, the last thing you want is
it
a
can
burst
cause
pipe.
tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah.
And you're not always covered in insurance.
No.
So you have to be first check out, make sure your insurance covers what might happen to your home. But so I put up some points of what to do to check to make sure that your house is freezing ready, because we are hitting a cold spell. There's some snow coming. I'm sure there's ice coming. All that
It's
that old man
Pennsylvania,
winter.
folks.
Yes,
It's Pennsylvania,
what
folks.
comes every year, it's coming. So let's make sure our homes are ready for it. So I pointed out some things, whether it's protecting your water pipes, exterior especially, but even places that aren't climate controlled in your home,
Mhm.
like garages and stuff like
Mhm.
that. You got to beware of those pipes and exterior walls of your
Yeah.
home. You might have a pipe going up.
I'll give you an example. My parents built an addition out of the back of our house for my sister's room. You've been to my house hundreds of times. When it gets really cold, like deep freeze, my dad has to put a portable radiator in the basement underneath her room.
Oh,
Otherwise, the pipes to the bathroom can freeze. And
really? Is that a crawl space or is it a basement?
No, it's a full basement.
Okay.
But it just does not, when it's really, really cold, like single digits and double digit weather, like, 16 degrees, 10 degrees, 8 degrees, he's got to put this little heater down in there. It just raises the temperature just enough,
right?
Just to keep those pipes from freezing. Otherwise, he
Catastrophe.
learned the hard way. Catastrophe.
Yeah.
And it's a simple fix. And he just has to run it at nighttime, during a really deep cold, and it fixes the problem.
Cool. See? So he knows now at this point. But you don't want to find out the hard way.
No.
You want to just
look in
make
some of those
sure.
places.
Yeah. You want to keep the cold out and the warm in. So you fill up those gaps and stuff like that. There's window gaps. There's door gaps. There's even where your cable comes in the wall. You want to make sure all those gaps are closed up.
Hey, you know what's
and
another
that saves
one?
you money.
I just did this at my house. When I have a window in my kitchen that I open and close a lot because I put an exhaust fan in there when I'm cooking.
Okay, yeah.
The top window slides down. If I open and close the bottom, the top window slides down.
Right.
So I can close the bottom one.
And
But
then
there's a
Top
gap.
still
open.
open.
Yeah.
And all I got to do is just remember every now and then, just push that top window up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The shut off. So say something does freeze and burst. Now you got, especially if you have city pressure, like in Pottstown, Boyertown.
Yeah.
You want to know where that shut off is, and you want to be able to get to it because a lot of people, it's in the basement. You pile things up, you can't even get to it. So a catastrophe happens. There's water squirting
And you're
everywhere.
just
You want to
like,
get to
"What do
that
I do?"
as quickly as possible, right?
Yeah.
So make sure that's clear. I'm trying to just run down a couple here.
Clean your gutters.
Clean your gutters. You're right. And you want to say why? Do you know the term?
Well, I don't know that I know the term, but I know what happens when you don't.
Oh, has that
I've
happened?
experienced it.
Tell me what happens.
Oh my gosh, what happens when you don't?
The snow, it backs up, it'll lift your shingles and it comes in your house, the meltdown from the snow and the ice.
It's called ice damming.
Ice damming, that's
Yeah.
it. Yes, I did know that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's not pretty.
I
it-
lived in the
it can
woods
ruin stuff.
and going into a winter, one of these really cold, bad winters, and I did not get out there and make sure my gutters were clear. And yes,
And on a lot of homes, it's super simple to clear your gutters. It just takes a bucket and a little ladder. There's some homes that's not so simple. Get a professional out there, but it's still not going to cost you a ton of money.
I have a
It's
guy
pretty
that does a
cheap.
great job, and
Do you?
he's cheap. Yeah, and if you can get your neighbors to do it too, when he has the truck out, he'll give you a discount.
You
If
should put that up there.
have people
throw it
call
out
me,
there.
call me.
All right.
I'll give you the guy's name, and if you can get a couple of your neighbors together, it'll even be cheaper.
Okay.
because
Nice.
it's easier for him to come out and do multiple houses in a neighborhood once he has the truck and the equipment set up.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think an important thing is be ready for a power outage
Mhm.
because if the power goes out, you don't have heat anymore.
Right.
Unless you have a wood burning fireplace, you don't have heat.
Which that
Right.
reminds,
So-
I only have my backup is a wood burning, so I need to bring some wood in the house.
Yeah. So just prepared.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Or close to the house at least.
Close to the
Yeah.
house.
Have it close to the house. Have it ready. There's also kerosene heaters. There's also propane heaters that you can have too. Just have them buy them, have them ready for the backup, just in case.
Yeah.
You don't want your house to freeze from the
Or a
inside out.
generator.
Or a generator.
Right.
Generators
Generator.
is number one.
Right. Yeah.
So, and I have a bunch of others, but I'm trying to get through this quick. So, in the case of your pipes do freeze, you want to know how to unfreeze them, and I have that listed the steps to take because you can't just there is actually steps to take. Like you want to make sure the faucet's open when you start unfreezing them.
Yes.
Because that
That's
actually,
a big one. Everybody forgets.
it actually helps the water flow
Yep.
come through and it unfreezes it quicker. You can apply heat even with a hair dryer to the pipe if you know which pipe it is that's frozen.
And listen, sometimes it's just a matter of biting the bullet and turning
calling
your
the plumber.
calling the plumber. Yes, right.
Yeah.
But some people really get into this thing. I got to keep the thermostat low. I'm saving energy and everything else. You're not going to save any money if you've kept the thermostat too low in your house during a cold snap and a pipe bursts. So just bite the bullet
And turn
and
it up a
turn
couple
the
degrees.
heat up a couple of degrees
oh my
in your
God.
house.
See, I
Let's
don't
take
even
a poll. What do you set yours at?
68.
What do you say yours at?
I'm at 55 right now.
Are you
I
kidding?
love
Yeah.
it.
Bite the
I love
bullet.
it. Bite the bullet.
Yeah.
So you're talking to
He's
yourself.
prepping
then.
No, I did.
himself.
I turned it up. I did turn it up. I
56.
no,
57.
No, we turned it up to 55. It was
No,
53.
it was 55.
Matt, I gotta be honest with you. I can't even comprehend 55.
Me neither, because
Once you get used to it, it's not. You won't notice it.
Listen,
That is
wait.
so-
I gotta tell a
love
story.
this.
All right.
Dad,
It
I
is,
love you.
I feel like you can really know a person by what they set their thermostat to. I swear to you. Continue.
My
Sorry.
dad,
Yeah.
growing up,
Oh yeah.
he was the Nazi
Yeah.
of
The miser.
thermostats.
The
Oh, yeah.
thermostat
My grandma-
miser.
If you
Parents were
touch
the same way.
If
He
you
would-
touch that thermostat,
I would turn the thermostat up in my bedroom, and in the middle of the night, he would come and turn it down, and I would wake up like this. Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I vowed
Never to do that.
ever to make myself. Why would I live in a cold climate when I don't have to?
Until
So
you
I
got
make
the
sure
bill.
I'm comfortable. I don't care.
Okay.
I'll pay any money. I don't care. I don't want to
Pay
be
any money
cold.
for
I don't want to live my life cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
So
I can almost thank my dad for that.
I got to defend myself a little bit because
Okay.
over the course of this recent cold snap, I did turn the thermostat up a little bit in my house. But I don't, in the areas where I'm keeping it 55,
Yeah.
I don't have any pipes that are in danger of freezing.
I don't care about pipes.
I don't know where
care
you
about
are.
my body warm.
You know what?
Yeah.
In defense of your 55, there are studies of good, actually, it's like thermal control, like not exposing yourself to too much heat to be a comfortable 68 when it's 8 degrees outside. It's too much to adapt. It's actually good to be cold.
I spend a lot of time outdoors too.
Mhm.
Like I
Right.
really enjoy hunting and fishing, and I do work with multiple rehab clients. So I'm going into these houses while they're unheated. I spend a lot of my day outdoors. So if I'm outside during these really cold weather and I
You're
go
correct.
into a 55 or 60 degree house, it feels hot. to
Well,
me.
that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what my dad used to say. He used to say, run around the house outside for a minute and come
Right,
back
and
in.
you'll appreciate the
You'll
55.
appreciate
Yeah.
So and I said, yeah, right, Dad.
So what do
Where
you
are
say
you
yours
at?
70.
Wow.
I would be over
Robin.
there. I would be over her house.
I can't do
in
70.
shorts.
I know it's
That
2
is-
degrees, but I
that's,
can't do
that's
that.
a good. That's a
70
good
is-
part of it. It's not all me though. It's Craig. My house when I lived by myself was a 68,
Yeah.
but Craig is a 70 or 72 because
So-
he would rather have it hot and run around in his
Yeah,
shorts.
in his shorts.
Right.
I get it.
Then
I'm like,
be
My
cold.
cousin, listen, my cousin was a mailman for almost 30 years. And when he retired, while he was working,
He kept
was
the
like,
mail shorts.
I am in cold. No, his point was, I am cold
all day, long.
day.
That's what Craig
I don't
says.
want to come home and be cold.
Right.
You'd go over to his house. He had the thermostat up at like 80. It
That's
was
crazy.
like stifling.
Real quick.
Craig is the same way though, because he did steel construction,
Yeah.
which is building the high rises in the
Right.
city.
Right.
And that's exactly what he'd say. I am cold 9 hours to 10 hours of a day. I do not want to be cold in my house.
Right.
There you go.
Real
Yeah.
quick. Air conditioning. What number?
So air conditioning's a little bit different because I get super hot.
Central air. if you
I'm
have it.
usually around the 65 to 68 mark
Yep.
for central air.
Wow.
Same.
Or I don't have central
So
air.
my
I have
heat-
window units. But
I'm usually like I'm a 67 max, right? My
Okay.
dad just moved in, and it's funny in his older age, he's okay with 68, 69, like where he used to be. I swear, like a 64 would be like his max. But yeah, I'm like a 67, but I luckily have a smart thermostat, and I set it to like 65 when no one's home or lower. You know,
What about air conditioning?
air conditioning. I usually like 67 or no. Wait.
Yeah.
Air conditioning. I'm like 71 or 2.
I'm like 69 or 70. I think,
Okay.
for air
Yeah.
conditioning. I don't like it too cold.
I like
No.
it cold. I like it cold. So that could be part of it too. See, in the wintertime, I like it on the colder
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
I
So
prefer.
you're
I
just
don't
like,
mind.
You like it cold. You just like cold.
It's
Yeah.
more comfortable to me.
Yeah.
When it's 8 degrees out, call Matt. He'll go hiking with you.
Okay. So anyway,
There's a good,
That was funny.
yeah. If you have someplace
So there's some
interesting
more-
to go, I'll go.
so there's some more pointers on there. Check it out. Let's real quick some events that are going on. Oh, first of all, the anniversary of the Boyertown Opera House fire.
Mm.
You're-
I know what it is.
Okay.
Yes.
It happened on 1/13 of 1908. and-
My aunt actually told me she used to rent a place. Like, is there rentals like above it?
Probably.
Yeah,
there's
Yeah,
a
and
part
I
there.
think
above
she
there.
told me how she thought it was haunted up there.
I've heard it's on it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
how can it not be?
Right,
If there's
Right.
ghosts, there's going to be ghosts there.
right.
Because 171 people died. 170 in that building, and one fireman coming to the fire.
Holy Hannah.
The
that
only
is-
fireman coming to the fire.
Wow.
It's
Yeah, it was
funny,
nice.
but
it
it's
was nice.
not
It was
funny.
a cold, icy night.
Well, I remember
and
that.
he slid his truck, or whatever you want to call it, not a truck, but
Carriage or
carriage
whatever.
slid off the road,
He crashed.
and he crashed and died.
Mm.
going to the
going
fire
to
Going
fire.
to the fire.
to try to help them.
Yeah,
And that's why the fire didn't get put out.
yeah.
Whoa.
One of the many reasons.
Yeah, one of the
What
many,
year was
but
this? Say it again. I'm sorry. What?
1908.
1908.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's
And there's
amazing.
also laws today that came from that fire.
Yeah,
One of them,
because-
the most. You go ahead.
Doors open out.
Yep. Any public place, the boards doors have to open out instead of in, because
because
that's
it
what
trapped
that's
people.
what caused
They
everybody
pinned
was
against
trapped
the
in
door.
the
window.
panic
Yeah.
of everybody trying to get out, and then no,
They
oh
jammed
They
it.
couldn't
my
open the door, yeah.
gosh.
There was another fire too that prompted some of that. In addition to the Rhodes Opera House, there was it's called the Triangle Shirt Factory, which was up in New York. Same
Okay.
thing. It caught on fire, and when the women
Is it
were
around the
try-
same time?
yeah, when the women were trying to get, it was mostly women that
Mhm.
were seamstresses in the shirt factory. They all rushed the door, and they got trapped because the door opened in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
That is
it's a terrible
just-
thing,
that
but
gives you the
there's
chills.
there's a documentary that I have on the blog that you can go right to on YouTube. It's awesome. It's really, really, really interesting. So I recommend everybody to watch that.
Okay, I apologize. I don't mean to interrupt, but I have to run. I have a kid I have to get to soccer.
There you go.
Oh.
So we ran over. So it's all
Okay.
good.
All right.
So
Robin-
thanks everybody.
See you, Robin.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
night.
Robin.
I'll do Robin's outro for her.
Okay.
Robin Lawhorn at Glocker Realty. You can search her by searching her name, Robin Lawhorn, on social media platforms
Pretty
on
easy.
the World Wide Web. She has content out there. She has content out there.
She sure
You will
does.
find it by searching her name. If you are a buyer, she's been ultra successful with buyers. Reach out to her, Robin
She
Lawhorn
has the mojo.
at Glocker Real Estate.
Cool. So a couple events that are happening in Boyertown. The last chance to see Spider-Man at the State Theater. It's been a super successful movie. I saw it. It's awesome.
Is it
Is
the
this the
new
new one?
Spider-Man?
The new
it's,
one.
It's
The new
it's
one.
epic. Epic, I will tell you. Go see it. Thursday night is the last night that they're having Spider-Man play No Way Home at the State Theater. Then Friday, they're following it up with Sing 2, which I also saw. Because
What is it?
Sing 2?
Sing.
2.
Okay.
It's a animated.
Okay.
But really good. I'm a big U2 fan, and they highlight U2 in the movie.
Nice.
So I like that. So great for the kids, great for adults. I mean, it's, kids' movies are all pretty much adult movies.
I know. I never knew that until I became an adult. And then I was like, whoa, these innuendos are hilarious.
Right. Peppermint Stick Candy Store in Boyertown from 11 to 6 on Saturday and 11 to 4 on Sunday are doing Make Your Own Snowman Sunday. Who doesn't like a good Sunday? Right?
What day is this?
Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 6 on Saturday, 11 to 4 on Sunday. So
This sounds amazing.
go make yourself a Snowman Sunday.
Yeah.
They have some great treats there.
They
at
have
the
so much-
Peppermint Stick.
They have a lot of old school stuff, which is really cool there. And
I
the kids love the old school stuff, not just
Right.
Yeah.
adults,
And
I
it's
like
just
the
a cool
sodas.
place.
It
Like,
is. It's
It
like
is.
old fashioned candy store,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but with new fashion stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great place. And we had
They
Rachel
were on the show.
Yep.
If you go to the YouTube channel, Glocker Realty Insurance, you'll see our past episodes, including the Peppermint Stick.
And I just wanted a quick mention. I don't know how often I mention it, so I just wanted to mention it tonight. Studio B Art Gallery, which is an art gallery in Boyertown.
It is a gem.
It is
What?
a gem.
It is a
Where
hidden
is this place?
gem.
I feel like, guys, I'm a transplant. I'm not from Boyertown, but
You'll
loving
find out all about all
this
the exciting
cool
things happening
stuff.
in Boyertown.
Like,
You know what you could do?
yeah. What do I need
You
to do?
could go to jeffknowsboyertown.com.
I'm
And
going.
you could follow my
Nice.
blog. You can subscribe to the
plug.
blog.
I am
Nice
totally
plug.
doing this.
What's going down in Boyertown, and you'll know all about Boyertown.
My gosh, because it is the most, like, it is just so active, like all the
It is
different
active.
shops, and
Yep.
it's just so cool.
Studio B,
Love
they have some art shows.
They have
there.
exhibits there and constantly, and usually they last about a month and a half to 2 months.
Mhm.
And
They have national traveling exhibits
yeah,
there. In
Really?
addition to local artists and regional artists, they have art exhibits that travel the whole country, come to Boyertown.
right.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is so cool.
So right now they have, it's called Brilliance December Member and Friends exhibit.
Mhm.
That's just the name.
They
It's
have
not- I know it's
classes. They have
January,
classes
but-
and stuff there too. You can go there and learn about art and experience art, the whole nine
Yep.
yards. Yeah.
It's the real deal.
It is one of the hidden gems of Boyertown.
Yeah. So they every Saturday and Sunday they have their exhibit from 12 to 2. So whatever the exhibit is, they're all brilliant,
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's all, you go and look at it and see if it's your taste. Maybe it isn't, maybe it isn't,
right.
But they're always open 12 to 2 on Saturday and Sunday. And then when exhibit openings happen, that's a special Friday night event.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's what's going down. There's plenty more. Check out the blog and see all the great things happening in and around Boyertown.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to get us off the air. Thanks for tuning in. We've had watchers right up to the end, so people do care about what we have to say. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to help us, remember to like, share, and comment. You can also subscribe on YouTube at Glocker Realty and Insurance. That is the best platform to see our previous episodes. I am Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate. You can find me by searching that on all social media platforms and the World Wide Web. Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate. Megan Cooper, our newest addition to the Glocker Realty team.
Yay.
You can find her by searching Megan Cooper. She's got some content out there. You had a listing, right?
I did.
So if you had a listing, it went on the World Wide Web. Search Megan Cooper. You will find her here at Glocker Realty.
And
Jeff,
you
you
will
can do
find
your own
me-
outro.
Jeff Frederick. Just look up Jeff at Glocker and just Google that, and you will find all my social sites.
There you go.
Yeah.
We are the cast at Glocker. We're on a lot of Wednesdays.
We
At
were off. We had a
6-ish.
good winter vacation.
We did.
Yeah, and it was nice. We had time with the families and everything.
Yeah.
And now we're back.
Right.
So I think we're full speed ahead again.
All right. Wednesdays at 6-ish. If you would like to come on the show, you're part of a Boyertown business or part of a Boyertown organization or in the Boyertown area, and you have a message to spread, reach out to Jen at Glocker.com. She's our
Easy.
producer.
Jen at
She will get
Glocker.
you on the air. Jen at Glocker.com. If you
And
have,
we would love to have you.
we would
right?
absolutely love to have you. This has been the cast at Glocker. Thanks for tuning in.